Hello everyone. Uh, a topic from medical microbiology which deals with the diseases of various bacteria, viruses, fungi, and protozoa. Of this, now we are going to deal with the Corynebacterium diphtheria. Corynebacterium diphtheria is a causative agent of diphtheria, which is a localized inflammation of throat with grayish white adherence exudate and a generalized toxemia due to the secretion and dissemination of highly potent toxin, that is diphtheria toxin. Uh, the causative organism, that is Corynebacterium diphtheria, has a characteristic appearance in a film when grown on a suitable culture media. It appears as angled pairs or parallel rows which resemble as Chinese lettering. Average size is about 3 by zero point 0.3 micrometers. This microorganism is a gram-positive rod, but, but can easily be decolorized. Uh, when stained with Albert stain or Neisser stain, the volatility or metachromatic granules appear as dark purple in contrast to brown or green counter stain. The organism is aerobic to facultative anaerobic, growing best at 37 degrees Celsius on a broad or on a blood containing or serum containing medium. It is non-motile, non-sporing and non-capsulated. It grows quickly on lower serum slope and provides characteristic morphology for stain films. Uh, Basically, there are three varieties or pathovarieties of Corynebacterium diphtheriae named as gravis, intermedius, and mitis according to their infection severity of infection, that is respectively severe, intermediate, and mild infection. The pathovarieties can be differentiated on the basis of their toxigenicity by agar gel precipitation, that is ALEC test, or we can also differentiate by at molecular level by PCR technique. Regarding the pathogenesis of diphtheria bacilli, elicit an inflammatory exudate cause necrosis of cells and fascial mucosa. The bacteria produce a very powerful exotoxin which is spread by bloodstream and has a special affinity to certain tissues like heart muscle, nerve endings, and adrenal glands. Instead of embedding or penetrating as a whole bacteria into tissues or host cells, the bacteria produce a very powerful exotoxin, which is the actual cause of the pathogenesis. Diphtheria toxin is a heat stable polypeptide with two polypeptide, two polypeptides, part A and part B. The polypeptide B or part B is responsible for transport of part A polypeptide into host cells, where part A shows toxic mechanism on host cells by inhibiting the protein synthesis. The clinical aspects regarding the Corynebacterium diphtheria pathogenesis causes asphyxia, cardiac damage, and heart failure due to the diphtheria toxin. How we can diagnose Corynebacterium diphtheria is by Schick test. It is a test, simple screening test where individuals are injected intradermally by a suitably diluted stabilized diphtheria toxin, which shows localized erythema with some edema reaching its maximum size of 1 to 3 mm and with the intensity in 2 to 4 days. These symptoms or appearance indicate that there is a little or no neutralizing antitoxin in the tissues. That means diphtheria test is positive, while absence of reaction indicates immunity. Further, electrocardiogram abnormalities, changes in electrocardiogram, and also breathing abnormalities, difficulty in swallowing, visual disturbances, paralysis of arms for arms and legs for some extent. These are the primary symptoms of Corynebacterium diphtheria, which causes the diphtheria disease. Now, how we can treat the disease is by isolating the patient from others, that means social isolation, bed rest, further antibiotic treatment, and immediate administration of antitoxin to the patient. Supportive therapy may be required if a patient is severely infected. Supportive therapy may be as intubation and ventilation for airway obstruction. Uh, the antibiotic therapy to Corynebacterium diphtheria depends on the sensitivity. Penicillin, tetracycline, rifampicin, clindamycin, erythromycin, all these type of antibiotics may be preferred, but tetracycline and erythromycin are recommended. Treatment should not await laboratory confirmation if there is a strong clinical suspicion, as a fatality rate is directly related to the period of delay before giving antitoxin. Prophylaxis by scheduled immunization at early childhood prevents or provides lifetime lifetime prevention from disease. Unimmunized close contacts require urgent immunization and prophylactic antibiotic therapy is needed in this case. Thank you.